welcome everyone to Hiroshima, which I'm going to smartly not call a bombshell of an episode, although it is quite the one. So, we are of course here to verse Sanfrecce Hiroshima, but before we get on with that, we do have some news. We have a few notes to catch up on, including a couple of injuries, a couple of future transfers, and of course some catch-up games. So, without further ado, let's hop into Football Manager 21 and crack on with today's episode. The first catch-up game sees us go to Gamba Osaka, a team we was probably expected to lose against. As you can see though, we got an opening goal. This is after, by the way, Nakashima's first attempt was denied on the 5th minute and disallowed. Patrick Star went and got them one back though, made it interesting, 1-1. We didn't give up there though, no. Nakashima nodding one into the far right hand side from the corner got us a 2-1 victory in the end. Like I said, Nakashima had a goal disallowed and Patrick himself even got one disallowed too. So Nakashima denied his hat-trick, Patrick denied his brace. A little bit disappointing for both of them, but we'll take a 2-1 victory over one of the playoff teams. Now, Gamba Osaka, they put up a decent fight, 8 shots to our 9, but we were the better team. 3 on target to our 5, a 0.5, 3 XG to a 0.62, 5 corners to 10, 15 fouls to 16 fouls, 0 yellow cards to 1 yellow card, 78% passing to 89, and 36% possession to 64. We were, of course, the better team in this one, but how did we get on in the second? The second game was a bit more of a somber, painful experience. We went and versed Yokohama F Marinos, and well, they destroyed us in the way we would expect a team top of the league. First of all, Leo getting himself a nice one. It then went to Ogihara, who played another one through to, yes, Leo. Leo destroyed us, quite frankly. Leo dismantled us. I think he's on 30 odd goals already. It's ridiculous, the amount of goals that man has scored. Lucas, though, gets it to Miyazawa. Miyazawa whips one on. Song Krazin finally gets us one in the back of the net. It then back up to, yes, you guessed it, Leo has the ball once more, and he slots it past Nakano. We did, to be fair, for the first half, put up a decent fight. I believe it was 2-1. At half-time, and yeah, they completely dismantled us after that. We gave them the ball, Marcos then went and slotted them another goal away, and then we went and got one back. So, we nodded it in. Ogashiwa, what a shot by Ogashiwa, by the way. Bit late, we'd already lost, but it's nice to see that sort of effort from our backup striker. So, 4-1 in 4-2 in the end. Could have been 5-2 if you count the 16th minute disallowed goal from Leo, and that would have got him 4 goals instead of his hat-trick. So, yeah, it was a bit of a rough one. As you can see, the shots were a bit more in their favour. We did have a bit more possession, weirdly, but they were better on the passing. Even on the fouls, it's just their shots were better shots, quite frankly. And as you can see, a lot of our players just straight up struggled. Nakano on a 6.4 is disappointing enough, but 6.2 for Suga, a 6.5 for Yanagi, 6.5 for Havanir, 6.6 on Takamin. That whole back line of the goalkeeper struggled. Lucas on a 6, a 6.2 for Ono, a 6.3 for Nakashima. Yeah, it was a rough one for us in that second game. And that broke our streak. I believe we were 7 games unbeaten going into that one. So it was a very rough one to take from Yokohama F Marinos, especially considering they were the team that keep trying to poach our players this window. But how did we get on in that third and final catch-up game? The third and final catch-up game saw us welcome Nagoya Grampus, a team we should really be beating at home. And, well, we got off to a nice start. Song Krazin then, coming down the left-hand side, pulls it back for Suga to Song Krazin to pass it across for Lopez. Fair shot was blocked, but it goes straight back to him, and he delivers as a second into the bottom left-hand side corner. Now, as you can see, the team played pretty darn decent. We did have a disappointing performance from Lucas on a 6.6, Fukai on a 6.5, but other than those two, everyone played a good game. 11 shots to their 6 in the end, 4 on target to their 1. We were the far better team. 1.59 XG to a 0.68, 2 corners, 6 fouls to 13, 0 yellow cards, 3 yellow cards, 87% passing to 78%, 58% possession to 42. We did take a knock to Komai, and they also took a knock to Kakitani? Yeah, Kakitani. Don't know what the Y is. I'm not even going to try and check what the Y is, but Y Kakitani. Nakashima scored for us. Lopez scored for us. 2-0 going into half-time. Thought we would have pushed on a little more in the second, but I'll take a 2-0 victory from this one. And speaking of which, we are now going to head on over to the notes screen, have a little look at those couple of future transfers, and see how bad the injuries we have taken are. Okay, so the observant among you will have noticed in the previous segments we picked up a couple of injuries. One of those was Song Krasin. He picked up a gashed lower leg in that final game against Nagoya Grampus. It's not the longest of injuries, but it is going to keep him out for a little bit. So as you can see, a gashed lower leg keeping out for 5 to 7 days. Now, our fixtures are very congested, so that does mean he's out for a couple of games. Might be back for the next episode. In fact, I'm probably going to say that's the game he will be back for, is our next episode. He'll probably miss the first Vortis game in the league, but then be back for our cup match. Now, joining him on the injury list is Komai. As you saw, Komai's injury was a bit more serious. He has gone and pulled a calf muscle in the exact same game against Nagoya Grampus. That keeps him out for 6 days to 3 weeks. That is a terrible one, because our backup on the right side, not so good. It would have been nice to have still had the other guy on loan, but of course we had the whole issue with him not being happy, being a third choice / second choice. So yeah, it's going to be rough out there, as we are going to have to use Yanagi in every single game on that right hand side, and I'm not sure who we're going to use as a backup to him for the remaining couple of weeks. But those are injuries we have to deal with. Now, on top of that, we have a couple of future transfers. Yes, both of these are coming in on a free transfer, joining, of course, at the start of next season. The first one is Hirata. Now, I hear you say, who the heck is Hirata? Hirata is Kato Hirata. He's agreed to join us, and, well, he is from Mito Hollyhock. Mito Hollyhock, if you are not aware, is a J2 league side. He's played 4 times for them, got a 6.18 average rating. Doesn't look outstanding, I will admit, but this guy is only 19 years of age. They've tried retraining him here, and he's competent at it, so maybe we can train him as a left back. I need to check his stats out. Marking, and where's your tackling, my friend? Tackling 6. No, we're not retraining him as a left back. That's not going to happen. But he can play on that left-hand side of midfield, which means we can probably train him to be an attacking mid-left. And he's a nice central midfielder. The reason I picked this guy up, we can use him, I believe, as a ball-winning midfielder, if I remember correctly, with his stats. There's definitely a position we can use him for. I can't remember the exact position, but we have a way of utilising this gentleman, and we can develop him, sell him on, and make a bit of profit, because as you can see, his estimated cost if we were to buy him is 130,000 to 275. This is the guy we're picking up on a free transfer. Yes, he is valued at 10,000, but his current wage is 230 quid, and we're not offering a whole lot more. So yeah, we should be okay. Worst case, we send him out on loan. We're probably going to do that anyway. Send him out on loan, develop him, sell him on at a later date. That is, of course, one of our targets as a club. We've got to bring players in to sell on full profit, and he is going to be one of them. Uenaka is going to also be joining us. Asahi Uenaka. He is from, yes, Nagasaki. We are saving him from Nagasaki. So, he is a striker. He can also play as a cam. We've got quite a few players who are able to do that. He's kind of the replacement for Ono. Ono, of course, our legendary cam. He's going to be running out of contract at the end of the season, and as much as I like the idea of keeping him around, he's not really up to scratch. So, this guy is probably going to come in his spot. We do have a youngster on loan right now who will probably trump this guy in terms of getting that spot, but this guy is going to be in that race for the spot, and if not, we can sell him on. As you can see, he is a solid poacher. He's good enough to play as an advance forward. That's what I checked his stats relative to as well, and we can probably use him as a cam from time to time. So those are our 2 new additions. Before we do that, history. As you can see, he hasn't even played, but he's got 3 substitute appearances in non-competitive games. So that is our transfers, that is our injuries so far. It is, of course, time to crack on with today's game. So I'll see you over at the stadium in just a second. Okay everyone, game day is upon us. It's a breezy 25 degrees and it's a good pitch condition here today in Hiroshima. We have 12,821 tickets sold for this 50,000 capacity stadium. They are currently in 11th place. We are currently in 7th. We've basically flipped the script on our positions. They should be around where we are. We should be around where they are, according to the season preview, but this is where we find ourselves. So we are going to do the opposition instructions as per suggested, and our team for today, well, in goal we have Nakano, a backline of Suga, Havania, Fukumori and Yanagi. In central midfield, our ball winning midfielder will be Takamin, because of course Takamin keeps nagging for game time, and as soon as he stops, well, he's going to get dropped to the bench probably. Fukai is in that deep line playmaker role. That is because Miyazawa is over on the right hand side, which also means Lucas is over on the left hand side. In between them is Lopez and Nakashima up front. A bench consisting of Owaka, Yoshi the Hero, Tanaka, Kimitai, Kaneko, AK-47 and Ogashiwa. But without further ado, let's head on out that tunnel and crack on with today's match. So, match sharpness lacking for one. And we have a couple of mixed bags here. Tanaka is not liking the formation. Lucas is lacking familiarity with the formation as well. But the rest went down pretty okay. Junior Santos. Okay, opposition instructions for him are all good. Let's get this one, ladies and gents. Let's get this one. This, I feel like it's going to be more of a difficult task than the Gamba Osaka game. I don't know why, but I feel like it's going to be. Gamba Osaka was weirdly easy between episodes. This one is one of those where you look at Gamba Osaka and you think, right, if we can beat them, we can beat these. Yes, on paper. This, I feel like, is going to be one of them overly tricky games, which really shouldn't be. So, let's see if we can handle them here today. Go out there and carry punch fists. Okay, fine. No gesture. Just go out there and carry on from where you finished last time. That went down pretty well. Half the team liked it. This isn't quite what the stadium actually looks like. Very weird stand behind the goal, if I must say. We've got these triple tier, big tiers, and then massive gaping gaps in the corners. Not quite sure about that one, Chief. But yes, this is our time to shine. And heck, we could push up a little bit if we can pick up a victory here today. And some of the bigger teams drop points, which I doubt they will. We could actually make some moves. Currently in 7th, of course. Now they're going to whip over the free kick. Asano, edge of the area, plays it across to Ibayashi. Ibayashi gets it into Junior Santos, and it looks like they've got a goal 2 minutes in. Not even 2 minutes in, a minute and a half into today's game. So we're going to get off balanced. We're going to go positive. We have to try and fight back. Lads, I'm sorry, but I do demand a bit more. I don't expect us to concede that early. They might be a slightly better team, but conceding that early is just absolutely disgraceful. Lucas, get out there and make that tackle, my friend. Come on, you're hunting him. You've got to get the tackle, though. Somebody needs to get a tackle in here. Asano has broken through our defense. He holds it up nicely. Gets it back in. Nagi, shot blocked. Nice. Lopez clears it away, but gives it straight back to them. Nagano Numa is coming straight at us now. Rayama gets the ball. It's Lopez to dispossess. Kicks it at them, and we are just making a meal of this. Guys, if you're going to clear it, make sure we keep it. Lovely save by Nakano, though, and Yanagi will clear it away. Doesn't look like we're going to be making moves up the table. We've got an opportunity. I don't think we are going to utilise it at the moment, though. They're going to kick up to Nagi. Nagi gets it to Junior Santos with a lovely slide tackle. Lucas collecting it now in this left-hand corner. Plays it to Suga. Lucas, you need to get further up the pitch, my friend. You are not the left back. You are the left midfielder. Takamin gets it over to Fukai. Fukai to Nagashima. Gets it down to Lucas. Suga's making an overlap, but it goes into Takamin. Fukai gets it over to Suga. Suga back into Fukai. Now Lopez. Lucas. Suga's making another run down this left-hand side. Fukai has found him. Nice. Pull it back for Takamin, or possibly cross it in yourself. Crosses it in himself, and Nakashima will nod one past the goalkeeper for his 17th goal of the season, and that is the response we like to see. Disappointing to go down as early as we did, but now we are back in the game, ladies and gents, and this time we're going to go cautious. They have shown that they are probably the better team in this game right now. So we're going to drop back to cautious, give them a little bit more of the possession, tighten up our defense, and hopefully try and push on. Now, giving them the ball like that, tack them in, not what we like to see. We want to get something going. Instead, Osaka is going to try and get something going from the back. Hoofs it up to Junior Santos. It's now a through ball to Asano. Asano one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and Nakano cannot make the save. And Yuya has gone and got his second goal of the season. And second, I believe it was third. I can't read. And now we've got to go back to positive because, yeah, we've just gone and let an easy goal in. So, 25 minutes in, it's been a quite interesting one. As we can see, the stats are pretty even. 5 shots apiece, 3 on target apiece. Unfortunately, though, they've put 2 in the back of the net. Takamine will play it over to Yanagi. Yanagi on this right-hand side. Maybe pull it back for Fukai. No. Goes straight past Fukai, and Lopez will collect it. Plays it to Takamine. Takamine is just going to pass it straight back to their goalkeeper for what feels like the 50th time. Now, Yanagi collects the ball from the header in the centre circle. Kicks it up. Araki gets it down. Luckily, Lucas intercepts it this time. Takamine tries the ball over the top once more. Takamine, stop trying to route one this. We are not Stoke. Just stop it. Lucas with the interception, though, coming inside this time. Will he perhaps move it over to the right-hand side? He's got Miyazawa in support. No, he's going to keep running. He's gone back to his original wing, in fact. He's now on the right-hand side, and he's got a penalty. I was going to say, will he pull it back for Yanagi? No, he'll just let the guy trip him up and he'll take the penalty. So, Lucas, can he get as an equaliser? Come on, Lucas. Come on, my friend. Yes, come on, Lucas. That is Lucas's 6th goal of the season. What a time to get it. This has been a cracker of a game so far. 2-2, and we're not even at time, ladies and gents. What has this game got in store? Well, we are going to find out. I'm going to keep it on positive because we saw what happened last time we dropped back. So, Yanagi going to throw it in this time. Lopez collects it, pulls it back for Yanagi, back post. Lucas, come on, Lucas! Doubles up, 7th goal of the season, assist by Yanagi. And Lucas, my friend, you are a beautiful human right now. Gets himself a brace. Can he go on and get that hat-trick now? That is the question. Yanagi, back post. Osako probably should have done a little bit better, but Lucas, brilliant header at that back post. And we are 2 points within 4th place. Admittedly, they all have a game in hand on us, but 2 points within 4th place. At this stage of the season, pretty darn nice for a team expected to be about 11th or 12th. Now, in terms of the match statistics, we've had 9 shots to their 8, 5 on target to their 5, a 1.81 xg to a 1.32, 7 corners to their 4, 5 fouls to 6, 0 yellow cards to 1 yellow card, 85% passing to 77, and 59% possession to 41. Now let's head into the dressing room. Tell some of the lads they did a great job, and tell some others they need to pick things up. So, I'm pleased with how things are going, lads. Keep it going, except for a couple of you. Miyazawa, you are struggling, and Takamin is doing my absolute nutting. I don't know what his rating is. 6.6 right now. Miyazawa, I know you'll pick it up if I drop you back to being a playmaker. So I'll do that. Bring Fukai across. Takamin, you're going off. We're going to bring on AK-47 for Takamin. And that is our changes for the time being. If Miyazawa continues to struggle, we'll bring on Kinmi Tai, bring Fukai back across, and we'll do that. But for now, I trust Miyazawa. I think Miyazawa will be able to go into that central midfield role, pick up back where he usually plays, and not be so terrible. So, Miyazawa, please prove me right. Or don't. That works too. You know, just don't. Make me out as a lion, Miyazawa. So, Miyazawa, swap over to there so we can bring Kinmi Tai in. Fukai's gone back to where he was playing. We've got no one really struggling. A couple of players we could expect a bit more from, maybe AK-47 on that 6.6, but nobody's having a terrible time right now. We will be, though, if they score from this. Kashiwa plays it over to Nagi. Nagi gets it over. Oh, it's a lovely shot from Morishima, but a beautiful save from Nakano. Nakano now plays it short to Havanir. Havanir holds up the ball nicely, gets over to Suga. Kimmi Tai gets to Suga once more. Lucas coming down this left-hand side, holding up the ball nicely. Tries the ball through. Unfortunately, it's absolutely nowhere near Nakashima, and they are going to build from the back. Kashiwa now cutting inside from this right-hand side, plays it over to the left, where he finds Asano. Asano has way too much space over here. It's a free header for Junior Santos. And he gets his 18th goal of the season past Nakano. 3-3, ladies and gents. Fukumori is having a rough one. We could take off Fukumori. That is an option. Lucas, though, he is absolutely shattered. So, Lucas, I'm going to rest you up, my friend. You need a break. So, Nakano will come on that left-hand side. And hopefully, we can just hold on to this. I will take a draw from this match. This match is an interesting one. It's been a rather fascinating affair. Both sides have been putting on a pretty decent attacking display. Probably should be getting a bit more from a 2.3 XG. But that's how it goes sometimes. So, let's try and do this. Probably the last opportunity of the game we've got. Lopez coming at the defence. Gets past one. Oh, Lopez, keep your shot on target, my friend, and that's a goal. That was the opportunity. Osaka, though, will hoof out the goal kick here a minute and a half into additional time. Nagi, oh, come on, Kimmi Tai. Lovely tackle. Havanir plays it back to Nakano. Nakano back to Havanir once more. 1-2. Fukai plays it back to Fukumori. Now with Havanir again. Tries to get it up to Nakashima. It's nodded down. Fukai collects the ball, though. Coming over on this right-hand side. Perhaps plays it through to Lopez. No. Tries to go straight through to Nakashima. And it is intercepted. Ball over top. Don't let it get to Santos once more. Please, lads. Please, no, not Asano. Oh, Asano's got too much space. And Santos has just gone and punished us. 4-3 additional time. It's not how you like to see it go. It is not how you like to see a match finish up. Unless, of course, you are a Hiroshima fan. And then you'd be pretty happy as a Sanfrecce Hiroshima fan with your struggling team right now, managing to seal it in additional time 4-3. As you can see, not many play. Okay, half the team struggled, half the team played well. We had AK-47, Fukumori, Yanagi, Nakano, Miyashiwa, and Takamin, who all struggled. And Nakano. Everyone else put in solid performances. Lucas, 7.9 in a brace. You had a fantastic game, my friend. Unfortunately, wasn't enough to keep us in it and win it in the end. Wasn't even enough to get us a draw. But that's how it goes sometimes. 14 shots to their 13, 7 on target, 2-7, a 2.43 XG to a 1.92, 9 corners to 4, 10 fouls to 12, 0 yellow cards to 1 yellow card, 86% passing to 77, 62% possession to 38. And although disappointing, we can't argue. That wasn't too bad of a game in terms of being entertaining. We got 7 goals. Unfortunately, though, more were on the wrong end. I can't fault any of you for that performance. You know what? I can fault half of you, but I'm not going to. We're going to be nice on that half. Because right now, we find ourselves 7th in the league. Smack bang on 0 goal difference after 26 games, I started reading Kawashima frontals. And yeah, we have only a few games remaining. It is, of course, a 38 game league. So, 12 games remain in this league, as well as our remaining cup ties. So, as you can see, the transfer deadline is almost upon us. If we do have some transfers between now and then, I will of course tell you in the next episode, where we will be versing Tokushima Vortis in the Emperor's Cup. Hopefully we can pick up a victory against them in the league, and that will be enough confidence boost to push us through the cup as well. But I will hopefully see you fine folks in the next one, where we'll of course be playing that game. So I thank you all for joining us. I hope you all have a lovely night, and goodbye.